Well, we're developing a roster right now. We kind of came into a situation where we needed a lot of turnover, and we've had a lot of turnover the last 2 years. But just a character, you know, teams that play hard, great effort, teams that play together and unselfish. We're in the process of building a base, and we've got 9 guys now that we brought in 2 years. So, we're in the process of building that base.
Courtney told me, I said, give me something. I asked the players this. When the old coach is out of the room, in the weight room of the gym, what do you see? He says those guys compete. Do you sense that?
Yeah, especially 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3, our guys compete. We got to get them to compete in 1-on-0 drills, fundamental drills. I think that's a process, and we're a lot further along than we have been in the past.
I think A&M's a misunderstood program because it's really been good in basketball. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
it's
people they don't know, nobody knows.
no, they don't realize we've been in the NCAA tournament 6 out of the last 8 years. And how many teams in the SEC can say that besides Kentucky and Florida? Probably Tennessee,
Yeah.
Vandy maybe, So, we've had a great run, and unfortunately, I came into a situation where we had to rebuild, and we've had a lot of turnover with our roster.
Now you're from the area, Louisiana area, and South, and all that kind of stuff. So you were kind of familiar with SEC.
No question, yeah.
So did that help at all transitioning Big 12 to SEC, or is that a media fan thing and it wasn't as big a deal?
Basketball is a little bit different. I think the Big 12, you know, was identified as maybe a basketball league more so. Now all of a sudden we're in a football league, so it's taken our fans a little bit of an adjustment to recognize that Alabama's good in basketball, Tennessee's good in basketball. Everybody knows Kentucky and Florida's good, but we're in the process of developing rivalries. It helps with our football program. They having a Heisman Trophy win the first year in the SEC, so that's some fire that we've been able to ride a little bit, and I think it's helped us.
Physicality of the league was different.
The athleticism of the league,
Athleticism?
yeah, and the length. The Big 12 is a bruising, physical, bulky league, where the tempo of the SEC is a little more up tempo and athletic.
Did you have to recruit a different guy? I mean, you're used to getting those guys.
No, because I'm from the South, and I've been
getting those
recruiting
guys,
Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia. We got a kid from Tucker, Georgia. We got a kid from Florida. So we're recruiting athletes that fit
you're
this
getting
league.
those guys anyway,
Yeah.
So are you where you thought you'd be? No coach is ever satisfied, but are you pleased? Because it's a process. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, as you know, building something like that.
Well, when I got the job, I didn't realize we had the hole that we had with some academic issues and some talent level issues and those things. I didn't realize we had to go as slow as we're having to go right now. But I am pleased where we're at. The process on paper, we're probably a year away for where I would really want to be. But I got the job almost in June, late May. And that whole recruiting class was only 1 kid, so we have one kid that was recruited, and Courtney, who was a freshman on that team, is the only player that was on the team past 2 years ago. So everybody else has only been a first or second year player in our program.
But so still pretty good to win in the teens.
Yeah, we won 18 games last year. We won a game in the SEC tournament. That was positive. We got 6 new guys. We'll have in December we'll have a kid come eligible. We'll have 9 freshmen or sophomores. 1 senior and 2 juniors. So, and the one senior was a JUCO player that played for us last year. So we just don't have the experience and depth of the experience that some of the other programs, I think, which is going to make the SEC a really good league this year. A lot of people got guys coming back.
Final question: you're a defensive guy. I know you're teaching your guys to stay between them and the goal of physical. Have you had to adjust practice or coaching with the way the game will be called, which is still kind of a mystery because we don't know?
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't know. And they keep saying that, and I think they are going to make some changes, but coaches can't or pull referees in practice the first 3 weeks of the year. So. We're going to learn on the fly. When the games come, our guys are going to be shocked and you know, I'm hopefully I'm going to prepare them. We keep talking about it, but until you go through it, we won't see.
Yeah.
We won't know.